here is my layout for the Layout Tips recording number 4. I'm really enjoying sharing with you in this way because I actually get my own layouts scrapped that I need to do at the same time as sharing with you and maybe teaching you a few new things. And so I was asked in the forum how to do this circle shape, and it actually inspired me to do this layout here, and so I just love how we all inspire each other in this way. And so I'm going to share with you in this layout how to make this circle so that you'll see here it has a cutout area in it, and I'm also going to share with you how I did this text in the background. And so let's go ahead, and I got a copy of my photo down here at the bottom. I turned it all off except for left this visible, and you see it looks kind of funny. That's because after I made my circle and I tried to center the group of people in it, there was an area at the top that was left blank, and so I used my clone tool to just create some more of the wall to make it work. And that's what's so great about digital scrapbooking that you can't do in traditional scrapbooking. I can always fix things and fake it there. And so let's go ahead, and now there are several ways that you can make that circle. You could go ahead and try to cut it out directly out of this photo, but I think making a template works the best, and then you can group that template with your photo. Now you can make the template with the elliptical marquee tool, and I've gone back and forth whether to use this tool or to use the shape tool. Decided that I'm going to go ahead and share with you the method to use the shape tool. There are so many ways that you can do this. I'm just going to share with you one that I've decided to share. The reason I went with the shape tool is because you can leave it so it is not rasterized, and it's difficult to do circles in Photoshop Elements without them becoming jagged on the edges. So we're going to get the custom shape tool, and in the custom shape tool they actually have a circle right here. So I'm just going to draw a circle, but you can see I made it a little bit of an oval. Don't really want that, and so I'm going to hold down the shift key and draw, and you can see it becomes a perfect circle. Now normally we would recommend that you go on up here and you click simplify to rasterize that shape, but in this instance I'm going to be waiting to do that. And so when I click on the move tool, I can go ahead and move this around, but I know it's not simplified yet by the way the thumbnail in the thumbnail layer and the layers palette looks. It has this gray around it, and so I know that it's not rasterized yet. I'm going to go ahead and create a new layer to work on. I'm going to switch my foreground and background colors. Now it doesn't matter what colors those are because we're just making a template, but in order to differentiate between the two circle shapes to see what I'm doing, I want them to be different colors. So I'm going to get that custom shape tool again, and I'm going to draw yet another. Here I've forgotten to hold down my shift key. I'm going to draw yet another shape, and I'm going to kind of eye it because I want it to be slightly smaller than the other shape. I'm not going to simplify it again, and this time I'm going to move it kind of just right out in the middle of the other shape. Now what I want to do is go to the Align tools. Well, before I do that, let's hold down the Control key this time and click on both of the circle shape layers so that they are both selected. Then go to the Align drop-down menu, choose vertical centers, and you can see it jumped a little bit. Then I'm going to go and choose horizontal centers. And now those two circles are centered together. And now at this point, I think I'm going to take this second circle and go ahead and right click and choose to simplify the layer. Then I'm going to hold down the control key. I don't know if that's really necessary or not to go ahead and simplify that, but that's what I did. So I'm going to hold down the control key, click on this circle in the layers palette to get the marching ants around it. I'm going to create a new layer, go to the edit drop down menu, choose stroke this selection. I've chosen 15 pixels and center. You can choose whichever you want depending on what you want to do. If you want to make that knocked out area wider, then you might want to choose a wider width, or if you want to make it smaller, you might want to choose a smaller width. And then I'm going to click OK, and on my new layer here, Control D to deselect. I'm going to hide this circle shape. Now you can see I have a stroke. I'm going to hold down my control key once again, click on this new border stroke layer in the thumbnail. I'm going to activate my original shape layer and hit delete on the, whoops. I think I learned this the hard way the time before. I'm going to go ahead and simplify that layer before I hit the delete key. I'm going to deselect, make that border shape layer invisible, and there you can see I have my template. And I can go ahead and get rid of these two layers because I just use them as tools in order to create this shape. And now I can put my shape template below my photo layer. With my photo layer as the active layer, I'm going to hit Control G and move it around. You can see I need to enlarge my photo a little bit until everything fits into place. So that's how I made that. I'm going to actually give you this template so that you can play with it on your own. And actually something that I did with this template, because you can see that well, this one's so large the edges aren't jagged. The one I was working with had a few jagged edges, and what I did was to make a selection of this, and I'm going to do this real fast. Then I'm going to contract the selection by 2, inverse it, and run the Gaussian blur on it. And now you can see that that kind of smoothed the edges so they weren't so jagged.